Okay, so I'm gonna be holding my phone as I talk, but let me look at the camera, y'all. I ain't been up here in a minute, and I really don't like showing my face up here, but here I am. You're being duped, shamed, and tricked out of your inheritance, and I'm gonna tell you how. So, you know how people talk about the trust fund baby, or people talk about the person that's receiving something from someone, and that's the only reason why they are able to get this or have that, or they didn't work for that. That's the only reason why their child has, the money for X, Y, and Z. That is being shamed out of your inheritance. Okay. And if you listen to people that make you feel ashamed of receiving through the universe by way of other people, not just being left something from your family members, then you are missing out. Okay? You are actually being duped and tricked out of your inheritance. The universe doesn't just give you through your parents or an ancestor or, some magical place or position in the sky. Okay, the universe is ever giving. It is the universe. It is infinite. It is all powerful. It is omnipotent. And as above, so below. So within, as without, you cannot receive your inheritance on a daily basis. Okay. And also your birthright as well. The things that you want, um we call it manifestation, right? And we are always asking, but guess what? On a conscious and also subconscious level, you have blocked yourself because you feel like, it's shameful to receive through other people. When someone walks up to you and say, hey, can I pay for that for you? Or, oh, I just wanted to give you this. Or, a family member gives you something, or a friend tries to offer you something, you're too shame. Or either, people have tricked you into being prideful about it, and you have to, what is the word? You have to get it from your own bootstraps, or you feel like you have to struggle in order to receive what it is that you want, but you're constantly begging the universe for something that you're pushing away because on a regular basis people are trying to show up for you. The universe is dropping people to give you things. Okay. Or either if it's not on a regular everyday basis, the universe has tested the formula of whether or not you're able to receive just because, or you're able to receive, the things that you are asking for in the small increments. It's crazy because you can't receive the small increments, but you're manifesting these big large amounts of money. You're trying to manifest, your dream life. You're trying to manifest the love of your life, but you can't accept when someone is trying to do something nice for you. When it comes down to love, right? You can't accept someone opening the door for you. You can't accept a man saying, hey, how was your day? Those are the small inheritance that the universe tests you with. Those small gestures, right? Your dream life, right? The universe can have you to go to someone else's property or house, or um someone else's property or house or something like that, and you ask them, how did you do this, right? And they're like, well, we went through so many amount of steps, and this is how we ended up getting to this point where we could do this, right? And then you're saying to yourself, wow, I have to really struggle, like it's really hard. It's going to be, I really have to work really hard to receive this, to do this, right? But you're trying to manifest your dream property, your dream home. Okay. The universe already tested you within a conversation with someone that already has it, and you're hearing how they received it, and you're feeling, hey, that's what I have to do. That's not true. Okay. The other example, like I said, you're trying to manifest large amounts of money, and someone is behind you trying to pay for your services, and you can't even receive it. You say, oh no, that's okay, I'm all right, I got it, when you know that those are the things that you try to manifest receiving, someone just simply offering you something or giving you something or paying for. That's the universe's way of testing you with small inheritance. Okay? Small inheritances. I guess that's how you want to say it. But you can't receive it. But here you are begging the universe to give you something with that type of consciousness, right? With that type of energy. You've already pushed it away. You can't receive through the small inheritance. You're too prideful. You're too ashamed of receiving something through someone else. You want your story to be, I worked hard to receive this. No. I simply opened up and received it and believed and knew that I could receive it or have it, and it came in for me. And if that's okay, that's not your story. It's okay that I simply received. That doesn't mean, oh, I'm not going to be able to, what am I trying to say here? It doesn't mean that I'm not going to be able to appreciate it. All stuff like that people say, they're just trying to trick you out of receiving what they feel is impossible for them. They really feel like it's 1 in a million chance that you can just up and receive a brand new home, a brand new car. You can look on YouTube. You can see thousands of people up here with the same story of how they just simply received something just out of the clear blue sky. And it was because their backstory was they asked God or the universe for something, and they simply went on about their day, went on about their life, and it came to them. It is thousands of stories like this. Like I said, the universe is infinite. The universe is vast. It is abundant. There is so much more that is out here to receive and to gain than something being taken away from you. Okay? And this is a topic that needs to be discussed more openly, because you still have people that believe in this way, that believe in this type of consciousness. They are limited in receiving due to believing that they have to do it the hard way. They can't receive. They have to work and work and work and slave and slave and slave. Okay? Through the waiting process or whatever it is that's happening here, when the universe gives you things, you still have to be open and receptive. Even if you do work a 9 to 5, you still have to be open and receptive to it. That's just like these people that pride themselves on, I get everything on my own. I'm the only one. I can never depend on some. You are professing that over your life. This is the way that you live. This is how you think. You've spoken that within your existence, within you. You have become that. So therefore, what do you think is going to happen? Nobody's going to offer you a damn thing. Nobody's going to think about you, because you've already told the universe no. You've already cut and severed the gifting cord between you and the universe. Today I wrote on my community tab, calming your nervous system is not about force. It is simply operating in the knowing that whatever happens has an outcome. This has something to do with your inheritance as well, okay? Because when your nervous system is so jaded, when your nervous system is locked in survival, You feel like everything has to be forced. You feel like everything has to be hard. You feel like everything has to come from your bootstraps. You feel this way. This is the way, like I said, this is the way you operate, and this is the way that you live. This is the way that you exist. I'm going to tell you this: calming your nervous system and being receptive, but being in the deserving energy and also in the receptive energy will teach you that there is plenty in this world, and that there is no need to live in a scarcity mindset. There is no need to live in survival. There is no need to be upset with anyone in this world because you're not receiving. It will simply tell you that there is a bounty in life. You can receive simply by opening yourself up and knowing that you're deserving of this. How do we keep speaking about inheritance? Oh, we have a birthright. We have an inheritance. The universe has all of this, money coming to us, or, our ancestors from the other side are sending us this and sending us that. When we have adopted this mindset, when we live this way, we constantly live this way. And then when the story, when the situation, goes by, like when the energy goes by, you can sit up and you can listen to these videos, and then when the energy goes by, some time passes and nothing happens, you're still like, see, I knew it, because you've already programmed yourself to see nothingness, to see the lack, to see the hardship. I don't want to keep going in cycles or loops. So I'm going to end it with this. Like I said, calming your nervous system is not about force. Okay? It is simply allowing yourself to receive, to be open and receptive, to know that every situation that happens, there's an outcome to it. And you have to be open to that outcome. You have to be open to that possibility. Do not allow for people to trick you out of your inheritance. And working on your nervous system will help you do that. Okay? It will help you see through the illusion, through the blockages, and through the limitations that other people have programmed you to adopt, to live. Okay? Bye, y'all.